I was actually quite nervous coming on after an Irishman, just in case he bombed on stage. But it's alright, because he nailed it. Hey, that's an IRA joke. Got it. It's nice to be in digital. Digital's a very special place to me. It's, I'll move this shit out of the way. It is a very historical place for me. I had my first line of cocaine in digital. I had my first fight with a bouncer in digital. I had my first wank off a stranger in the toilets in digital. So it's safe to say tonight's been a good night so far. I don't know if you've been able to tell, but I'm not actually a proper Geordie. I've lived up here for 20 years, but I'm from a little shithole called Grimsby. Yeah, we got some smackheads in tonight. Nice one. Very lovely. Grimsby in the northeast are not very different. We've got the same problems where we've got kids in balaclavas hanging outside the one stop. See, I've got very bad eyesight, so when I'm walking up to the one stop at that time of night, I just see about 3 or 4 gimps on bicycles. You don't scare me, boys, you just turn me on. Obviously, I don't say that to them because I've usually got a ball gag in my mouth. Believe it or not, I am married. Cheers. I've got a wife. Funny thing is, actually, my wife has actually got the same name as my mum, which can make things very awkward in the bedroom. Very awkward indeed. I'm not allowed to say a name while I'm shagging her, because she says it's very weird and it reminds her of my wife. Me and my wife are actually trying for a baby at the moment, which is a very nice way of saying to the in-laws that I'm spaffing up the daughter every night. They're in here tonight. Hello. I've got a daughter, she's 9 years old and she hasn't stopped talking since she came out. In the last couple of years though, she has actually generated a stammer, which is nice because every now and again I get a fucking break. She's teaching me the lingo that the kids are saying these days, things like skibbity toilet, riz, yap, yap, yap. Which roughly translates to, Dad, I'm a fucking idiot. But I do love sayings. I love when I hear different people saying things that don't really make any sense, mostly. Geordies do it a lot. One of my favourite ones is, there's nowt the matter. There's nowt the matter, that's a warning. See, I learned that the hard way when my old PE teacher said, Nathan, that's the girls' changing room. If you go in there again, there'll be nowt the matter. And so I thought, well, there'll be no consequences to my actions whatsoever. But there was plenty of the matter. I also like what people say when someone dies young. Bit of a weird sentence, but we'll go with it. And they say, that's no age. That's no age. Have you heard Mary died? Aye, how old was she? 11-7. That's no age, is it? No. I like when you're in a pub and you're having a drink with some old boys and they finish the pint and they suddenly become very sentient but confused at the same time. And they'll do things like they'll drink the pint and they'll go, well, I think that's me. Is that you, John? Aye, I think that's me, I do, aye. Julie, I think that's John. Is that you, John? Aye, I think that's me. There's some sayings that I don't really like, they get on my nerves a bit. They're not necessarily Geordie ones, but I don't like when people say, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Because I would. I think we need a lot more hate in the world. I really do. I think we need to do better. I mean, for example, I think it would be really funny if J.K. Rowling got testicular cancer. What a twist. Yes. My mum's a Christian, and as a rite of passage, she says some fucking stupid stuff every now and again. So, I've actually had a bit of a tragedy in the past where we've had a miscarriage. Very sad. But my mum decided to respond to, it's all part of God's plan. It's all part of God's plan. Bit of a fucking weird plan. If you ask me, it's never really been in any of my plans to kill an unborn baby, but whatever. And the thing is that she's still on his side after this plan has come to fruition, which is a bit odd. Now, I used to be a big fan of the band Lost Prophets. Now, I don't know. Yes? Yeah, we're going there. And I don't know, for anyone who doesn't know, the lead singer of Lost Prophets, Ian Watkins, was a very bad man. And when it comes to musical paedophiles, which now sounds like a really bad children's party game, but when it comes to musical paedophiles, he makes Gary Glitter looks like one of the Wiggles. He looks quite kind. But yeah, I didn't just shrug my shoulders and go, hey, well, it was part of Ian Watkins' plan, wasn't it? You know? Because it was part of his plan. It was all documented. It was part of his plan. And that's called premeditated. And that gave him a longer sentence. Now, there's another thing she said as well when she said about this baby thing. She said, God's got another angel in heaven now. And I just kind of pictured that and thought, what the fuck? So I pictured God up in heaven, very confused, very busy, because America's had another day that ends in Y. So he sat there, oh, you know, I'm so busy, we need another angel up here helping out, like, I'm absolutely, like, loaded with loads of shit. God, there's another angel coming up now, brilliant, send him up. What the fuck? What the fuck am I going to do with this? That's no age, is it? That's no age. Well, that's me.